I've got some updates about what's going on with the channel and what some of the new videos are going on and why I haven't posted anything for the last couple of weeks. The RTS is still active, but it's being pushed off to the back burner. I'll be talking on architecture. I'm also working with Packet Publishing on how to get hired as a Unity developer. Any of you who have seen some of my talks on this before, you know that I get pretty heavy into the psychology of what's going on behind the scenes, how the companies think, how it affects them. That helps people walk in with a lot more confidence. All of my talks in the past have been really squashed, at most 1 hour and at minimum like 20 to 30 minutes. And none of those were enough to really express all the stuff I wanted to do. So Packet Publishing, working with them and creating a book is the perfect opportunity to get this out. So the RTS, the Unity Nav Mesh was working, the 3D navigation system over the surface of the spaceship. And I'm just going to rewrite my own from scratch. I'm going to be using a point cloud effectively over the surface of the ship. I'm trying to do some fine tuning on it now. I'm going to be taking advantage of the points on that for all sorts of other things like printing circuits over the surface of the ship. I believe building my own from scratch will be able to deal with much better than using the experimental nav mesh system from Unity. I don't need to solve everyone's problems. I just need to solve the problems of this ship. I will be posting some videos about it, but that's in the background. There is one other blocker, the visuals. I would love to have some opportunity to chat with some other artist developers to come up with some ideas. Basically, I want to use all low poly, very simple content, low to no lighting effects to keep up performance, but at the same time use a variety of pixel-based effects to really bring out a very stylized, interesting version of the game. I've done some basic tests on it, but I am not as strong of an artist, and I could really use the help of one. The architectural systems that Unity is currently pushing out there happen to reference to the 2017 talk that I gave on solid architecture in Unity. I don't want to just say don't use it. I will say that I don't use it. The projects that were successful with it, you really had to go all in. You couldn't really take many shortcuts with it, and that added quite an extra layer of work, which was basically how to apply a series of hacks in Solid to make it work with Unity. I did a pretty intensive study on how we develop inside of game jams versus how we develop inside of production code. We can do our proof of concepts lightning fast. What architectural standards can I still apply inside of a game jam and keep up speed? What parts of the architectural patterns are we applying that really are mostly holding us back on fear? The truth is I found that a lot of things, there are really great alternatives that allow us to start out fast in a game jam mode, apply a few patterns along the way that are quick and easy to implement at the beginning, but allow us to stay open and flexible enough that we can put in more significant architectures as we need the program to grow. I'm going to be releasing some videos on architecture and also some videos on hiring practices that will go along with and support the book and the talk that I'm going to give, as well as extend beyond them.